Oh, do I hit click? Okay.
No, you're, yeah,
Okay.
yep, you're good. Yeah. Okay, we're live. So I'll give it a second. We'll just give it a second here, Bill, and let everybody log in. And I'll put up the announcement that we're here.
It's giving me a notifier. Set up professional audio and audio
Oh,
set.
you're okay. Yeah, you're already.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we did our own independent testing. We were satisfied with that. Oops. I see Robin. Hello, Robin. All right, let me. Hi, Kat. All right, they're loading in here. So, Bill, just so you know, I've got the chat in mind, and so if any
Okay.
yumminess comes in, all right. Welcome everybody, and let's give a love train welcome this morning to or afternoon or evening. I know this is global, Bill, my gang here.
So,
So, uh,
mhm.
we have the amazing Bill Cael. He is a master at sound healing, and truly it's gone beyond. I feel like sound healing sells it short, don't you, Bill, after
Oh,
our
I totally
discussion,
agree. Yeah, yeah.
right? I think it
It's so
started.
dimensional. It's. I mean, it just doesn't cover anything really.
Yeah, that was we'll call that the human concept of where it started,
Yeah,
and
good.
it's
Yeah.
right, and it is expanded into just something just so remarkable. So we've got Jeff's in the house, Annie, Kristen, Carol. All right. Ursula's in South Africa. We have Manu in Quebec. Awesome. Yay, the love's coming in for you, Bill.
Cool, baby.
Um, wow. So I have to tell you guys, Bill and I were speaking just for a few minutes before we came on here, and he already blew the lift. Like my mind is just completely wide open now. There's no lid on my head currently as we speak. I don't plan on putting it back on. So a couple of things I want to tell you guys, and then I'm going to let Bill just jump in and do what he does, is very important when sound healing, quantum healings, all of these, sometimes our human thinks if you can't hear it, right? If my ears can't hear it, I'm not receiving it. This is energy. And Bill was sharing a story about he was doing a live and where this they couldn't hear the bowls,
Bulls.
but
Mhm.
everybody felt it. And so that is, you do not need to hear something with your human ears to receive it and perceive it. Remember, it's all energy. And so I just wanted to let that out there for those of you that say, and we will, let me actually, I'm going to record this, Bill, too,
Oh yeah.
because we do have some who are still
There
happily
you go.
sleeping in their bed. So, all right. So to start the recording again, we have the amazing Bill Cael, sound healer here. We were just talking about how that doesn't begin to explain it. And I'm going to hand this over to Bill because he just shared a really cool piece of information with me about
Well,
plasma.
let's
Yeah.
just go with that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a heck of a starting point, right?
Absolutely.
Excuse me. Well, yeah, I'm still a little bit sick, but
No,
not bad.
we appreciate you
Okay.
rounding
Um,
yourself up today.
so the cool thing, so we were talking to the group, we were talking about plasma and plasmoids, and I realized that the bulls actually create plasma, and plasmoids show up and work on people and flow in and out of people, and that's relatively new. I mean, I don't think I've even been thinking about that more than 2 months, and okay, so I've been doing bowls. Well, this month, the 14th, would be 17 years. 17 years. Okay. And I'm still learning new stuff about them. You know, it is, I don't even know what to call it, really. I don't even, it is so beyond anything I ever thought I would do, in my life. And, I mean, gee, who wants to be, a dude that plays Tibetan singing bowls? Well, it's cool in Nepal, it's cool in, China and, Asian countries, but, it's kind of weird in the States. But I mean, I've seen people dramatically improve, accelerate their evolution, ascension, really, because I mean, that's the whole
Yes.
game we're all playing, right?
Yeah.
What else is there? There's nothing else. making humanity better so we can all ascend. I mean, that's what we're doing. And they are so exquisite at doing that. And so, and the cool thing is, remember the days of having to process your behind off and get through this and get through that. And oh my God, the amount of work involved, one healing crisis after another, taking this and, cleansing that and loads of herbs and all that stuff, and now it's just, finally, the sound just goes through, clears you. And it's sound is really not really all what it is. It's absolute ether, you know.
Yes.
So it's yeah, we could call that a frequency. Yeah, we could call that a sound wave. Yeah, we could call that particles. But it's a direct consciousness from the source.
There you go. That's exactly what it is, and this is why it's pure magic. And it's funny because you were saying that this is beyond. So this month, my guides, I dedicated this month to, I call this Beyond the Noodle, Beyond the Noodle, sponsored by Alka-Seltzer,
Oh, that's great.
because the way my guides show me the light coming in is that it disturbs that dense stuff,
Sure.
right? And it's just like an Alka-Seltzer tablet, and
Yeah.
then it as it alchemizes, right, it goes into the field. And so this discussion about plasma is so remarkable. And I love it that you were sharing that he literally witnessed the gold spark coming out of one of the bowls.
Well,
And
not just gold, white
yeah,
gold. It's white
ooh,
gold.
love that. Amazing. Amazing. And this is for those of you who belong to focus group. We've been calling in plasma, right? And expanding it within the field. And so this
Oh,
shows you,
so listen, so we
yeah,
talked about the whole self-love piece, right? So of
yes.
course you pull in plasma, anything less than self-love, that's gotta go. It's got to be flushed down the toilet. So and we were and, you and I were talking that, once you hit that place of self-love, that's like 0 point. Now you can accelerate vertically. And but until you get there, it's all work to get there. So
Great
but
point.
that's the takeoff point.
It
And so
is.
high
And
five for how lucky for your group to have you and to be doing this. I mean, just amazing.
yeah, listen, I'm as lucky as they are. When I was guided to start this, um, it was very little, as you know, you get when guidance comes in, they give you the breadcrumb you need at that
Oh yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
And they were like, it must be global, and you have to just share your experience.
Mhm.
And it's been so amazing. And so one of the things that did come through, I'll share with you guys. I was talking with Bill about Thursday when we did expanding the now moment. And gosh, what a better way to do that with sound. I mean, the ability to expand the now moment just grows exponentially. And I was explaining to Bill that there were two parts in that activation where I could sense what he was just saying, that the when it's expanded, anything that's dense, it cannot stay in that form anymore. It's literally alchemized. And the two stickiest part, I call it sticky energy, was when it said you're able to feel deeper levels of self-love. That was the bigger, stickier point than abundance. Abundance was reduced, which shows me that as the group gets into higher levels of consciousness, they are now connecting more with their abundant energies and things. And so um, maybe we can do something fun around self-love today,
Oh
Bill.
yeah, that's great. Yeah,
Give it
that's perfect.
right,
Perfect.
give it
Yeah,
some plasma.
absolutely. Yeah. So well, and again, the reason you want to do this is because well, if you can be held back from loving yourself, you are still a food source. And
Yes.
once you move into self-love, you are no longer a food source.
Yeah.
Okay. Your
So well
emotional
said.
content, your loosh is not usable. They can't stand that stuff, and we have been a food source for millennia.
Yeah. We're done with that part.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
We're
Okay.
done with that part.
Um,
Yeah.
well, let's ask the group if anybody has any specific like physical pain or any issue
Yeah.
that you want to work on, or and we'll
Absolutely.
take that into because I'm going to play in just a couple of minutes. I just want to get a read on the group. Where's collectively
Yep.
everybody at.
I love that. Drop it in the comments, guys. And I can tell you, Bill, some of the things. So right? Simultaneously, as we're ascending too, there are some things that are coming up as ascension symptoms also.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And the upgrades, biggest upgrades right now, and sadly, you're feeling one of them, is the throat chakra, and
Yeah.
also a lot with the teeth and gums, most
Been doing it
recently.
too. Been doing it that too.
Yep. That okay, here we go. We're getting some now.
Okay.
Sciatica, here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Any let us know. He's Bill's doing a poll here. Oh, another one. Okay, another
Another sciatica.
sciatica. Interesting. Chest congestion. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Body pain.
Let's see. This is a healthy bunch, Bill. I love it. Oh, here we go. Solar plexus,
Okay.
joint, joint pain, lungs again. Yeah.
All right. Mhm.
Let's see. Awesome. Ah, interesting. Body image. Mm. That
That could
falls
be.
under self-love.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a huge load of pain there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. Safety, lack of safety. Lower back pain, another sciatica. Wow.
Good. Okay. Well, let's do this in a couple of I'll play a couple of different times. Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
set intention because the plasma and the plasmoids seem to like intention. And that is actually a spiritual connector to, you know, spirit. Intention connects to spirit, connects to source. So, I got to tell a story before I do this. So I had a cousin, name is John. John had back pain, excruciating back pain, 30 years. 30 years. So he was lived in Spokane. So I was over there with his wife, and I said, "Well, come on, John, let's go and see what we can do about your back pain." So we go into this kitchen. I said, "Well, just lean on your counter, and I'll run a bowl up and down your back and see what happens." So I run it up and down his back about 5 times, up one side, down the other, up one side, down the other, slow, slow, about 5 times. He just looks at me like, I go, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah." He hadn't been out of pain. He didn't even know he couldn't remember it,
Right.
what it felt like to be out of pain. Okay. So then we went outside, which is in the summertime where his wife was, and Janice, and she was like, looked at him, looked at me. "When do you do another session? Where do we get a bowl?" I mean, she had never seen him out of pain. I mean, and she was watching it. It was like, how is
Were
that
they like, can you move in with us, Bill?
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. That was pretty dramatic. Well, that was really one of the first things that caught my attention with bowls, is that chronic pain just was poof gone, in such a short period of time, seconds to minutes.
Wow. Yeah. And I'll tell you, so I've been watching the chat here. So body image is definitely body image is gaining speed here.
Okay.
Um yeah.
Well, but see, isn't that is so that is such an effective way to keep a person in a wheel of trying to be more, trying to be
Yeah.
better,
Yeah, not
trying
good
to
enough.
yeah, not, oh yeah, because that's the whole premise, is you're not good enough. You got to just keep on the hamster wheel, you know.
Yeah. And it's you know what my guides brought in for this bill, and I really love it because it's a question. It empowers you if you have any kind of an image like that, and it's, do you love my light and perfection as much as I do? Do you love the light
Oh,
and
that's good.
perfection in me as much as I do?
Yeah.
And and are you willing to love the light and perfection in others, especially if they've yet to recognize it for themselves? And it shifts that perspective of worrying about people judging or criticizing you, and just realizing, wait, they're not showing themselves love. So therefore they're not seeing your light either. You have to see your own light first. And it goes to what you were saying. When we engage with self love, we're at 0 point. That's when your trajectory takes off,
Right.
right? And
Yeah, they can't feed on you.
yeah, you're not a food source. I love that. Don't be in the food chain.
Yeah. Avoid that. Okay, let's play.
Awesome. So everybody, you're going to set your intention here, and Bill will guide us.
And so, just so you know, it's like, once you set the intention, whatever that is, whatever you want, um, I just feel all that pain of the body image stuff, and what they're supposed to be and what they're not, and they're not. It's just such a cluster, and it's all such a lie.
Yeah.
Besides, they just bought it. you know it's just huge pain. you know
Yeah. And
so
we're
let's
here
just
to,
okay, let's nullify pain on all levels. you know Mental, emotional, physical, of course, and spiritual.
yeah,
um
I love
you
that.
are all created perfect. God did not create a mistake. That does not happen. Plus your blueprint is, you know given to all of us at conception. And once we activate, the bulls will activate that. Then you infuse with your blueprint, and there's only perfection in the blueprint. God only creates perfection. Okay, there's nothing less than that. Okay, there's no, halfways or three-quarter ways. It's perfect.
No one
Okay.
got shorted.
Yeah, yeah, no one got short. So we're gonna activate that. So let's bring in your own blueprint to reinfuse you. So what I'd recommend for all of you is just close your eyes and um, um, just relax and avoid thinking. And if you start thinking, just focus on your navel and breathe in and out of your navel. Okay, because that keeps you in your body, and you don't have to. Your intention is going to be just fine, and you don't have to hold on to it. You just think it. Well, we've already decided we're going to remove any pain source. Oh, that's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Know what
let's.
I'm going to do, Bill? Let me ground them. They're great at grounding. Let's
Okay.
ground, guys. We'll set. You guys are expert grounders, so we'll give Bill a nice clean slate to play with here. So everybody, let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale all the way down to Gaia's heart. Take a breath in, come up to your heart. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. Bring the light up to your heart. And one more. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. We'll bring your light up to your heart space and hang out here and just relax and receive.
Okay. Do you have a good visual of me, or do I need to move anything? Okay, good. All right, guys. See you on the other side. Okay, let's get a
Wow.
read on where people are at with that. How do they feel?
Wow. Let us know how you guys did. And by the way, I saw, so for some of you, do not worry. You might have missed the very beginning. It matters not how much you can hear. It's straight energy. It goes right to it. And he was addressing the multidimensional body. Somebody wrote quiet hearted. I love that. I love that. Yeah. So let us know in the comments. Like I could feel that a ton in the like the upper chakras. It was like I could feel light flowing up and out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like, and it was like I mean, powerful, really powerful. So let us know in the comments, guys, how you're doing. I think we, ah, someone said feeling a little dizzy.
Normal.
Yep.
That's a little dimensional shifting.
I love that. Oh, somebody said the ripple effect is felt sincerely.
Good.
Ah, Robin, feeling whole centered, perfect, and complete. Oh,
Oh,
I love
lovely.
that. Ah, see, Tammy, I had a similar. Tammy wrote, feel it up and out through the heart chakra area. Head tingling behind my forehead, tingling in the upper chakras. Ah, someone said head feels so much better even with the dizziness.
Good.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Someone said it was strange. It was almost like I could see the waves of frequency floating up into my head.
Wow.
Love that. Flowing through lower chakra and upwards. Awesome. Another lightheaded. Ah, someone, my shoulder feels more aligned. And they gave you a thank you, Bill. Beautiful. Yeah, these, I mean, I can still feel it. Um, remember sound travels and travels and travels. And so
And
that
it goes
goes,
right through you too. That's the nice
yeah,
thing about it. And well, okay, so let's look at cymatics for a second.
yep,
So every frequency has a geometric pattern. Well, we're full of those. Every organ and gland is a geometric, coagulation of a frequency because every organ and gland is a different frequency. So you get these geometric patterns that run through you in particles, breaking up stuff, recalibrating stuff, re-geometricizing your organs and your glands. You're going to feel better. Then you add to that the plasma, and then you add that to that the ether, which I mean, I don't really know enough about it to speak even halfway intelligent. I'm just so amazed because all the things that people say about plasma is what these do. I'm just going,
yeah.
who would have thunk it? I mean, 17 years in, and it's like something new. It's like, wow.
Yeah, because we're able to perceive it now, though, as we ascend, right?
Right.
And we expand into higher levels of consciousness. And that's why you were able to see it, right? Your human was able to perceive it and go, "Whoa, that's
Oh,
really
and I
cool."
saw that spark. I was just sitting here in my office and I just never hang out and look at my, you know, But I did. I turned one and boom, it just made the spark. I go, I'd never seen that before. That was weird, you know,
Yeah. Wow.
timing, right? Perfect timing.
Absolutely.
All right. So tell me the people that are having the body image issues, does it feel a little lighter, little
Yeah,
easier on you?
let us know in the comments.
Because I want to go at that.
Yeah, if you,
I
you
want
know,
to
you
break that up. Well, actually, so even my wording for the way bowls work, like break it up, it doesn't really do that. It
right,
dissolves. You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just vaporizes the whatever issue, mental, emotionally, and then it vaporizes it in the physical too. That's what I mean. I've decalcified calcifications on spines with this,
Wow.
and the other way to decalcify a spine is you open them up and you go in and scrape
Chop
apart
chop.
them. That's fun, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done many, people with spines, calcifications that are just gone, because it just dissolves it, just vaporizes it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is let us know in the comments any of you who are dealing with body image energies, we'll call it, right? It's a false energy. Um let us know how you're feeling because like Bill, I love
Well,
how you
okay,
put
so
that though, Bill. It's like Bill loves blowing things up in a good way.
well,
He wants to blow that
oh
whole
no,
thing
you know what?
away.
I like getting rid of the falsity, and
Yes.
I because humans were created divine,
Yes.
and we have been so shut down and so manipulated into becoming so much less than what we really are. So, do I like blowing the falsities away? Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Okay, but
absolutely.
gently. See, in the
Yes, with
early
love.
days,
It's
yeah,
got to
right.
be love.
In the early days, it was like, let's put a stick of dynamite under it and go to town. Now it's like and of course that doesn't work.
Right.
But when you love and gentle people into letting go of that painful stuff, their identity, then they become who they're supposed to be,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
they came. Look, we all have a job. We all came here for a reason. We all chose in. Okay.
Yeah.
And we just got to get functional so that we can do what we came to do.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, interesting. Someone Wendy said feel lighter and peaceful. Thank you, Bill. Aw.
Lovely.
I
Lovely.
love that. Okay, we've got a couple in here asking about kidney stones.
Okay. I'm seeing something. Okay. For you guys.
All right. He's on to the kidney stones here, guys.
Okay. This is going to be loud. We'll see if it does it. I can't say I've ever done this before. See this little bowl here?
Yeah.
This is a screamer. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Not with that stick. There it is. Any better?
Wow, that was so cool. Let's see. Oh, someone said stomach feels twisted and sensitive.
Well,
um,
okay, so that bowl is specific for dissolving things, physical as well as spiritual, emotional.
yeah.
I use
Yeah.
that a lot to dislodge entities.
Yeah. Yeah. And Britain, by the way, what's coming in from my guides for you is that that was you're restoring power. So it was for you that was the solar plexus. It's stepping back into your power. Okay, so someone I'm waiting to hear feedback on the people that wrote in about kidney stones. Okay, someone wrote, and this was referring to the body image one. I still feel like I'm wearing a dense, heavy suit around the belly, but I used to feel it around my entire person. Really cool.
Right. So it entered the listen to the words. The
Yeah.
concept entered into your navel and went throughout your entire body. That's one of the ways in spiritually.
Wow.
Okay. So if you just take a little one drop of castor oil and rub it in your navel every night before you go to sleep, and you'll protect the opening. Okay. So nothing can get in. So that's a vulnerable place for you. And do I have anything talking to me? Yeah, maybe.
I love that. Oh, and she said she's feeling flips in the abdomen as you've been playing. That's really cool.
Feeling what?
She was feeling flips in her abdomen.
That's, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, because the jig is up.
Your days are over, you
Yeah,
fall
that's right,
centers.
baby. That's right. All right, I'm just gonna do the normal removal. Okay, so in the name of divine presence and all that is loving, I command all energies less than love to leave my body on all levels, all dimensions, all parallels, all realities, known and unknown. I command them to return to the void, cease to exist, close and seal all portals. The navel's a portal, and replace that energy with the pure love of Jesus Christ, now and in all dimensions. Okay, does that feel any better?
Wow. I don't know about you guys. Bill, I felt stuff from my feet going boop, like from the feet, full body.
Nice, nice.
Whatever was lingering in there is gone. Oh,
Okay.
wow. That was so let us know. That was for the abdomen, or actually he did the full body, but we were addressing the comment about still that was like body image. That really sweat. That was a sweeper. Wow. Someone's asking, how long do these vibrations, well, I guess they're saying it stay active in our field?
That's a really good question. So I used to think they lasted 3 to 5 days, max 5 days. But then I had a client come who I think just did a group session. And in a group session, I play for, 20, 30 to 45 minutes. And she went back to her uh, doctor, who was also a medical doctor, a naturopath, craniosacral therapist. And that doc said after over a month, she could still feel the vibrations in her body. And I was like, wow, had no idea. So they keep working on you for days. After this is over, you want to definitely avoid surfing the net until you take a nap. Just do a real quick reset for sleeping, because you won't have any filtering. So so if you want music with words to go in and into your subconscious, it's gonna. Okay. So be careful with what you expose yourself to, and definitely avoid screen time, like videos or movies, or until you take a nap. Once you take a nap, then you're fine. You recalibrate. All the
I
filtering
love
comes
that.
back up.
Yeah, I love that because for you to receive this, he did bring you to zero. And so which means you're open to,
Right.
don't let any trash in is what he's saying, right? And
Right.
so allow your field to just receive it. The body will rest, integrate, and then
Right.
you're powered up again.
Right.
Great question. Oh, someone said had a huge pressure in my chest, tighten, and then really I felt it moving up and out.
Now that is one thing that's really interesting about the polls. Sometimes it will bring a scenario to a head, like a pimple popping. Then it pops and then it dissipates. But it can be uncomfortable as it's extracting itself. It's just an anomaly. One of the things that is an oddity with the bowls.
Yeah, it's cool. Somebody wrote it made me sweat.
Okay.
Another one, I think I was fairly numb. It had just been heavy and now it feels light and tingling.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
And
And she wrote everywhere. Awesome. Awesome.
and you're back. That's good.
Yeah. Someone said sweet, a mental and emotional shift. Love that.
Oh, that's good.
I love that. Yeah. It,
So here we go down the bowl in a bowl land. So I mean, so you're seeing that every time we do play another bowl or do something, you're getting another sensation. You're getting, flutters or twistings or, you know, activations of one kind or another, for lack of better words. But and that's how it is. We could do this all day and it would be that way all day. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's just it's really quite extraordinary.
Yeah. So cool. So, so cool. I love this new piece with the plasma bill. It's so,
Well, so tell me
uh,
what you think about. Tell me what you know about plasma, because I'm
well,
a neophyte. I'm a newbie. You know.
okay. So my guides show me plasma as basically a wave of concentrated light that is healing energy that can, as you were saying, it coats, it supersedes all dense energies in the body.
Okay.
And we have the full ability now to we call in our own light. We call in, like, people are talking about the energy coming from the sun. We are calling it in. It's part of our job here in our evolution is managing our own light energy. And so they show me the plasma as is, and it's thick. It's thick and it comes down through the body,
Okay.
and then it's going to coat. So they show me dense areas in the body. For me, I see them visually as like a gray cloud. And the plasma has the ability to just literally wash it away. But
Yes.
they've also showed me plasma when they taught me about abundance and connecting with the abundance energy, which is you have to connect with Gaia too. And the plasma comes down through the body, goes
Okay.
out the feet, and then it goes all, I'm getting chills even as I say it. It coats the planet and goes down through the tree roots and through the plants and all the way down into Gaia's
Oh,
core.
so it's so important to do it. Okay.
Yeah. And so and as I'm talking about it, I can feel it there. It's running through my body. See, because
Well, what I'm also seeing, it powers up the torus field, in our own body. So it comes down, goes through, comes back up and around, comes through into the planet, and then the planet, you're feeding the torus field of the planet as well. So that
exactly.
feeds everything. Mycelia, networks, it feeds everything.
Yeah.
Wow, tough
Exactly.
one.
And so you can imagine. And so when you first said that to me, the first thing that came up to me was, oh wow, you're expanding the moment.
Oh, okay.
You're expanding the moment with that.
Well, let's
So,
yeah.
right?
There's a whole thing about that. Mhm.
Right. And so like
Dimensionality, because what happens, it's like, all these dimensions are on, layered, next to each other, and we don't necessarily experience that consciously so much, but with these, we become multidimensional. And that was,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you can perceive it. And that would be a fun one we could to play with too, is like, okay, set an intention for peace.
Or let's
and
set
feel right.
intention to experience our multidimensional selves.
Love that. I love that.
How about
And
that?
expand your expand. We do that. I love that. Expand into your complete
Yeah.
multidimensional self.
Yeah. Okay, good.
There we go. Let's. I love that. Talk about expanding the moment.
Okay. We're changing up.
Oh, he's clearing the deck. We're getting a whole.
This will be fun.
Oh, he's bringing in the big daddy here.
Two of them.
I love your toy store, Bill.
Yeah, I know, right?
So cool. So Robin, so we're always going into higher levels of consciousness. That is what the ascension is. And then the ability to perceive is as it trickles down to your human. So, this great question. So, what he's about to do right now is to give you a greater perception of your multidimensionality, not just the who man. So, we're going beyond the who man on this one.
Right. Okay. If you keep going, but people will have a difficult time
Wow.
do more. Not that during the workshop.
That was, my goodness, I felt that literally top to bottom, and and I mean top to bottom chakras, the ones that are below and above, like just super, super cool. Wow. Um, let's see. Someone said deep inner calming. A couple said that they weren't hearing all the sounds, and I did respond to those. So It matters not if you hear it with your physical ears. This is energy running through. And so if you only can hear pieces of it or not, you just set intention. And by the way, we are recording this, guys. So you'll be able to go in and grab it and just know the energy is there. There was a lot going on in that one. Oh, Tammy, light language coming through. I
Oh,
love it. Bill's calling in the
yeah, that's great.
the higher beings. Oh, I love that. She said she rarely gets that. Wow.
Well, light language beings are like 5, 6, 7, aren't they?
Yep.
Dimensional. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, so that's what I mean. I told you I went way up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
So cool. Wow. Somebody said I could do this all day.
Well, if you want to, I just put this sound file up on YouTube under Beyond All Sound, which is the website name, and just the title of it, and it starts, and it's those two bowls with bells like that. So when I first did this, because I do groups, once a month here in my town and then up in Kalispell. And what I was experiencing with this, and everybody else too, was they had a vertical lift and a horizontal expansion.
Wow.
It was wild.
Yeah,
So I figured, if anything will make us feel the multidimensionality that we are, that's it.
I love that. And I felt that for sure.
Well,
Very
and the
expansive.
thing is, it's like once I do it, then I go, okay, so like, what is that? Because I don't think when it
Right.
comes to
It's
playing
intuitive.
these, or yeah, I just do it.
Yeah.
I just get the hit. Well, yeah, use the two bowls and big ones and the bells. And I went, oh, okay, I haven't done that before. So, and then we get the results. I mean, it's interesting
Yeah.
and
So cool.
fun, really fun.
And so everybody that's participating in the virtual retreat, you guys are going to have a real treat because Bill will be doing a private session with everybody
Yeah, that's right.
after a full day of quantum activations, and so he's going to do an integration piece. So this is so great because many of them are in here today. So it's great. So you guys got like a little teaser ad, and also anybody. Gosh, so many of you are leaving comments that you feel this in it, and please check out Bill's site. I will put it in the description here too. And reach out to him. He like we're like this is the very tip of what he really does. Can you talk a little bit about the tuning fork, Bill? Because I love you have a very unique tuning fork in your
Oh, the 117. Well,
yeah.
yeah. Well, okay. Well, I listened to a guy by the name of uh, Robert David. Is it David? Anyway, Robert Grant. Okay, mathematician. He's got two bestsellers on Amazon for the last 2 years, and he did a podcast and who said that he went into the King's Chamber 13 times. And before you go into the King's Chamber, you go into this little teeny tiny room, which gave me claustrophobia, I'm telling you. And I don't get claustrophobic, but he said there was an inch of space around him, an inch. And you get bombarded with the 117 hertz. Okay. It clears everything off of you before you go into the King's Chamber. And he did this 13 times. So you get everything that's not you off, and you go into the King's Chamber and talk to God. I mean, that's what you do. Wouldn't that be cool? So I called my buddy Tracy, who runs Sosa Sounds, and that's where I get all my tuning forks from. I said, you got to make me up a 117. And I have had, well, I'll get it. I've had nothing but magic happen with this fork.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Look at that.
Have a little felt in here so it doesn't click. I don't. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, it's amazing for pain. I mean, it is so good for pain. I've never. It's anyway. So let's see what people get. Is it coming through? Can you hear it?
Try it again. Very low. I feel it.
Okay. Let's try it this way. Or how about this? You hear on this? I don't know which microphone's picking it up.
I think the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that one goes deep.
Yeah, it's low. So so on one of the podcasts I did, like this tuning fork, you got it so clear, and one of the participants wrote in later said, the guy's full of it, a tuning fork and a bowl to release entities. And she said, as I was listening, I had to run to the bathroom to, because I had diarrhea. Like, I almost didn't make it. And the host had the same response. So that was fun.
So that's like override. It's Robin says she feels that in her left ear. Wow. So the tuning fork is now almost muting your voice.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. See, this is the cool thing. Bill's done this before with groups on a Zoom. And no, I know we didn't lose the sound. That's what I was just gonna mentioning that you receive the energy. And he had people write in and say, oh, I couldn't hear a thing, and I felt all of that.
Well, it's because I didn't know how to set
Yeah.
the Zoom up correctly, so the sound wasn't coming across, but people felt it all over the world. It was just anybody that was connected to that podcast. So that was really amazing. The other thing that was really amazing was that his name is Darius, and Darius was so quick. Because I had done a podcast a couple years before, and he went and got the old sound files that I had and played them, and I could feel that energy running up my spine. I hadn't heard those sound files in 2 years, maybe 3. And I was going, holy moly, these things are potent. Who made these? Oh, yeah, I did.
They were yours. Well, see, and that's a great point too. This always meets you where you're at.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's exactly right.
You can go back. I have your sound files. I can go back at any time and still feel it because
Right.
it's going to meet your body wherever
That's
it's
right.
at. And we're springing forward so fast now at such a high rate of speed
Yeah,
that
no
these are
kidding.
just so great to that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Is it settles you um in that moment in a
Well, it
great way.
expands you and it grounds you. Okay. So it lifts and grounds.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool. Wow.
And and they do a whole lot more, and they just keep doing it, you
Yeah.
know. And I've never seen in all the years, 17 years of, nearly 17 years of doing this work, I've never seen anyone get worse. Not once.
Right. Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean they don't go through a healing crisis, and I try to minimize that, but because it will bring stuff to a head to dissipate it and dissolve it. But it absolutely makes people better.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. I've felt it. And somebody wrote in here, Ursula said, I'm feeling it in my jaw. Um, let's see. Somebody said, felt it go through the intense ringing and hit center, and it zoomed out in all directions.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. Yeah. Like our Who Man doesn't have enough words for what everybody just experienced. And I promise you, it matters not what your Who Man ears heard. You received all of this beautiful healing energy and expansive. Like, yeah, there's
Well, it's healing, but it's also evolving,
yeah.
you know? So it's going to take you to the next step. Oh, here's something that's pretty interesting. If you're participating in something that's not working for you in your life, that it's not good for you. Let's say whatever, it could name anything, could be anything. It usually packs it up and sends it away.
Love that. I
Yeah.
let not near best and high is good. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, exactly. And
Wow.
and I have yet to see that kind of transition be painful for people. They just go, yeah, it's just time to give it up,
Yeah, it just kind of falls
whatever it
away.
is. Yeah,
It
yeah,
goes away with like that's how my guides always show it. It's like it gently
right.
falls away because
Yeah,
sometimes we're holding on to something, right? And it's just the ego or from your it's an old habit from the third dimension
or
experience.
an
Yep.
identity.
And they're usually false, right? And
Mm.
so it's okay, instead of worrying about, oh gosh, I can't, right? How do I let it go? What do I do? It's just an easy, it eases away and out of your, it's easing out of your reality is the
Yeah,
truth
that's
because
it. Yeah,
you're stepping into a higher dimension and
right.
it's just easing out of your reality. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, so just, this is, I call it I used to say unpeeling the onion, Bill, and now I've changed it to a shallot because you know how shallots are
Yeah, yeah.
'cause
Mhm. And
it
that's good. Yeah, right. Yeah, I like the the visual of the shallot because that's it, isn't it? Like the
right,
prayer hand.
yeah.
I
Someone asked if Bill
like the
has
shape of a shallot. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, yeah. Someone asked if you have sound files for pineal gland activation
I
and
do.
cleansing.
I
He does,
absolutely
yep.
on the
Oh, he's
website. Yep.
you if you name it, and if you can't name it, he's got it. Somebody said whole body ringing and tingling. Yeah, that is welcome to the world of Bill Cael.
No kidding. Well, I did a lot of work in Utah, and there were, the Mormons were so pumped for pineal activation, right? So I had specific bowls I would use to decalcify people's pineal gland, and they can decalcify very quickly. Um, and so they would get headaches. They say, like one person said, "Well, I had a headache for 3 days." I said, "I'm so sorry," but they said I took aspirin, but there's nothing. When it decalcifies that fast, it can be painful.
Yeah, yeah. But
But the sound files will definitely. Well, that's the other thing about listening to the sound files. I mean, your clair audio, clair essence abilities, all the clairs, they come online so fast because you decalcify all the glands in the brain, and not just limited to the pineal or the pituitary or the hypothalamus or the medulla. I mean, everything, you know. So and well, this is interesting. I haven't really thought about this until this very moment, but you actually think faster because
clarity.
the neurons don't have gunk on them, so because it clears the neurons, so because of that you can think faster. Now
Yeah.
we're not talking speedy. You're just
Right,
snappy. You're snappy.
right,
You know.
right. Less fog. Well, it clears the
Yeah.
fog,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Somebody who just wrote beautiful, peaceful feeling. I haven't felt this peace ever.
Oh, thank you so much for that
Oh,
comment. Wow, wonderful.
wow. And thank you, Wendy, because that means she's radiating it to all of us too.
Yeah. Right on.
Wow. Yeah, that is this. I mean, when I think of the early in, when we first got on here, I described this as magic, and magic is real in our original blueprint. It's not magic is real, miracles are real, and it's not something that only is limited to a select few. It's really that is our norm in the higher dimensions. It's
Yes.
very normal. And so, Bill was doing magic before I think he even, and he's now even seeing in himself the scope of his own gift. And that, look at, he's like literally perceiving plasma and so cool and
And that's
able
going to
to
take me down to that's going to be a whole new thing.
oh wow, yeah, it's like wide every if you picture like I always see it like a cone like expands
Yeah.
infinitely
Mhm.
outward. And
Mhm.
as we reach these higher rings like my guides say you're orbiting in a higher ring now. And it's so cool. Let's see. Someone's asking, does Bill have a school? I haven't been this intrigued and excited and curious. Maybe.
I do teach. Well, a lot of times my students become my peeps, and they're all players. They all have bowls, and I do have a few, a nice set of bowls. I mean, handfuls of them. They're real and they're old, and and I have them picked by one guy in Nepal, he knows exactly what I want. He's my brother from another mother. And when I met his mother, this is a true story. When I met his mother in Nepal the last time I was there, because I was there for the earthquake,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I never seen such devastation. But anyway, when I met his mother, my mouth hit the floor. She looked identical to mine, same pear shaped body, same height, Asian, but I was just absolutely dumbfounded. It was just so wild.
Isn't that?
Anyway,
I love it that you go shopping in Nepal.
yeah. Oh yeah. So
Okay.
these bowls are all really, really, really special, really sacred.
Yeah.
They're not tourist in any way, shape, or form. And they're just stunned. I mean, if you want a tool that's going to keep you going and keep you evolving, that's one of them. It's a good one.
Yeah. So cool. Wow.
So do I teach? I teach. Uh, I usually do a class once a year. People want one right now, but I'm just kind of. But anyway, so my students become my peeps. Then we have Peep Week in second week of July. So people come to Montana, and those things are so amazing.
Oh, I love that. We might, well, let me know if anybody in the community is interested in that. Well, bring some love train peeps into that
I'll
experience.
tell you, it's
That must
so
be just life changing.
well. It is, and the thing that I see so amazing. I teach singing bowls in a very different way than most people, and I've taken some flack about it, but I don't really care. But the the I don't really teach in a linear way about singing bowls because they're non-linear.
Yeah.
They're a spiritual instrument. They're non, they're in the way you interface them is through your intuition. And so that's what I focus on and practice on. And everybody's intuition just goes through the roof and their psychic abilities and their perception abilities. I mean, they really expand. So when we get together in Peep Week, that everybody gets validated, everybody's intuition gets validated, and their pineal gland grows. You can watch it; it just goes bigger and bigger and bigger. The more you use your pineal, the more you use your intuition and knowing, the stronger it gets, the fatter your gland gets. It starts out the size of a grain of rice, and you can expand it and by using it and decalcifying it is important first. So um,
Wow.
moving into superhumans, that's the idea.
Yeah.
But superhumans, foundation is love. You know,
100%.
we,
And
we can
that's what
go
we're
anywhere.
doing. We're
Yeah,
remembering that. We're
yeah,
remembering that, we're we're literally created from pure love and light, 100%.
no kidding.
And we're consciousness focused into form, and the consciousness is love. So it's,
Yes,
you know, uh, isn't that funny, Bill? How it's like it all comes down to one basic concept that, when you focus on, and it's unwavering love and it's unconditional love.
it's just constant.
Um, right? Yeah, and it's waves, and that's what I love about this work that you do, because you just receive it. There's absolutely no participation by the
I
noodle.
know
I
there
call
is
it
no.
the
That just
noodle
gets in the way. That just
is,
gets.
yeah, the noodle cannot get in the middle of this. And if it does, it goes, "Ooh, that felt good."
So
Right?
the person that had the body issue stuff with the with feeling of the belly, the
Yep.
navel. Is she? So how you do
Eh,
it?
yeah. Let him know how you're doing. She's the one that asked if you were that she wants to learn how to do this.
Oh yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
how are
Call
you
me.
feeling? Let us know how you're doing. I'm guessing she's feeling a lot better. She wants to. That's so cool. She said she's never been this intrigued, excited, or curious, maybe ever, and I want to learn more.
Oh
So
yeah,
cool.
wonderful, wonderful. So here, well, Leanna, right? So this is a
Yes.
great story. Leanna heard our interview. Okay, when
Yep.
pigs fly, right? So she calls or she emails and says, "Well, I want to buy a bull." I said, "Okay," and so then I was doing stuff and I had been like a couple of weeks. I figured I better call her and let her know I'm still, here to help her out. So I'm talking to her on the phone and she's I'm asking her questions. She's saying all the right answers. And I just keep getting this ding, ding, ding. She should come to Peep Week. I go, she can't come to Peep Week. She doesn't even have a bowl. She doesn't even know how to play. Okay. And it just kept ding, ding, ding. She needs to come to Peep Week. I go, hey, you want to come to Peep Week? She came. Okay. Like 2 weeks notice. It was flat amazing. I had never done that in all these years. Never. Okay. So she came. Everyone just loved on her. I mean, she is an amazing, amazing person, and she is just totally accelerated with bowls. I mean, it's just wild. Her life is so different now in
Yeah.
such a good way. In such a good way.
Yeah, I love that
But
story. And
that's what
she's
it is for everybody. I mean, that could be, Mary, John, and Emmett. It'd be the same.
yeah.
Different. Everyone has a different flavor, but it's all the same. We all get better
That's
because
the key. You want to
yeah.
feel better. Right? All of us want to feel better. Yeah, so she put it, we got some more feedback. She says she's float flying. I'm smiling huge. And she said her 5-year-old is bouncing.
Oh, that's great. Oh, good. Okay.
I go, you healed the household there.
Yeah, right on. That's great. So don't forget the castor oil. One drop in the navel, just spread it around a little bit. It's sticky, but you just need one drop, and that'll seal the portal.
Oh, I love it. So someone else just wrote in, Carol, I've been getting lots of shivers, feeling this in my heart and solar plexus.
Oh, good.
Wow. Awesome.
Okay.
It always finds where it needs to be, right? That's
Exactly.
right. Isn't it great? That's why I'm saying this. This is not part of the process, and it's so
Right.
amazing. Oh, someone said they use frequencies to heal skin cancer on his ear. Beautiful.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Well, our wellness is assured in the higher dimensions. That's
Yeah,
so
that's right.
this is really realignment with true self is
Yes.
essentially what he's facilitating. And isn't this cool that they're, you know, it's a concept that is so underutilized, I feel like. But I feel like this is just like on such an upward trajectory because you can feel it. You can absolutely feel it. It doesn't matter what's going on in here.
Right.
You cannot deny the effect that this has.
And the
It's
more you use it, the faster you move.
Yeah, 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 because you're aligning.
Yeah.
Wow. So cool. Bill, I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, so
Thanks for
good.
coming over to the Love Train today and
Oh, yeah.
sharing your
My pleasure.
amazing, amazing gifts that, oh my gosh. And it's so great to hear what is even opening up for you. And we've all
Yeah,
known
it
that
just keeps doing it too. I mean,
right?
17 years of consistent openings.
Yeah, so magical. And so again, those of you who are in the retreat, you will see Bill next Saturday, and Leanna is participating, so
Oh, great.
you'll have a nice reunion
Yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely.
And then for those in the community, I will absolutely make sure that you find multiple ways of finding Bill. And if you don't like the tech stuff, you guys know how to email me. And this is going to stay up here too for anybody to catch and go back through and take his advice. Though now you just received all this yumminess, let your body rest, drink some water, and don't just go jumping onto technology and like
No,
bust
don't
don't
do that.
blow up your own vibe. Allow
Well,
yourself to
well,
just
you're,
integrate.
see, you're easily programmed right now.
Yeah.
So don't allow that to happen. Just avoid that.
Yeah.
And sleeping resets everything and all the filtering comes back up.
Yeah. So Robin asked, is the castor oil? So the castor oil, Robin, was for someone that said they had um felt they used to feel the heaviness on the whole body. And then after the first part that Bill did with the bowls, she then came back and said, "Now I only feel it around the abdomen." So he was guiding her that the energy was coming through her navel, because that's where she was still feeling it in the abdomen. And
Right.
so that was the for anybody that that missed that.
You see, the castor oil closes the portal, it seals it. The navel is a portal.
Yep. Yeah.
So we want to seal that.
So cool. Well, you're getting tons of thanks and hearts,
Oh, good. Good.
from me too. Oh my gosh, this was absolutely amazing. You are welcome to come and play like this anytime.
Yay.
And again, guys, man, if you felt this and it feels good, please reach out to Bill. And gosh, he does group sessions, he does private sessions,
Oh yeah.
and
And on the phone and it transfers amazing. Well, just like this,
yeah,
it's no different than this.
yeah. So awesome. All right, everybody. I love you guys so much. Thanks for coming and giving Bill all this love. And
Thank you
Bill,
all. Thank you
we're
all.
sending you just the biggest love and hugs because I know that you got this whole group buzzing today, and those who are going to be listening are just going to really have such a treat in their inbox.
Yay. All right.
Awesome. Take care, everybody.
Bye. Bye.